As you guys know, Jon Jones is not happy about how much he's getting paid in the UFC. Recently on his Twitter he said that Dana White is just too stubborn and greedy to get a deal done. A fan tweeted to him saying, "Just stick with mountain biking, it's way more fun." Jon Jones responded back saying, "Oh, trust me, I'm enjoying the vacation. I've been suspended quite a few times. This is nothing new for me. It just sucks that Dana is being so stubborn and greedy. It's ultimately hurting the fans." A trilogy fight between Stipe Miocic versus Daniel Cormier has been set for UFC 252 for August 15th. Daniel Cormier dethroned Stipe Miocic by KO at UFC 226, and Stipe Miocic was able to finish Daniel Cormier in the second fight by TKO in the 4th round at UFC 241. A 3-round lightweight bout between Guida versus Bobby Green has been targeted for a UFC Fight Night card on June 20th. Guida is coming off a submission loss to Jim Miller, and Bobby Green is coming off a unanimous decision loss to Francisco Trinaldo. Yesterday, the UFC announced that Kamaru Usman will be defending his UFC welterweight title at UFC 251 against Gilbert Burns. Nate Diaz reacted saying, "This is what's wrong with people claiming their fighters settling for less because they know they're not worth shit. You should have fought the next guy in line, not the guy who will take less because he's told to. That's why no one will remember you guys. This isn't a title fight." Kamaru Usman responded back saying, "Funny I didn't hear you volunteering when they were looking for the next victim." He followed up with, "Your bum ass, the other said guy who just embarrassed your ass, and McNugget's bum ass all run and hid. Shut the F up and sit the F down. Oh, and don't forget to buy the pay-per-view." Gilbert Burns also responded back saying, "Look at this guy, 3 fights in the last 4 years. I'm going to do my 3rd fight in less than 5 months in 2020. Enough said. Just a reminder, this fight will be champion versus #1 contender. Just do me a favor, don't blink your eyes and get your popcorn and buy the pay-per-view." He ended it off with another thing. "You gotta say thanks to Conor McGregor. He's the only reason you make money in your life, Nathan."
Is that anything to do with timing?
Leon Edwards reacted to the booking of Kamaru Usman vs Gilbert Burns. He posted this on his Twitter saying, "For those asking, yes, I was offered the shot before Gilbert. We couldn't make it work this time. 2020 has been tough for me on this side of the world, as it has been for a lot of people. But F it, you can't stop what is inevitable." He followed up with, "The strap will be mine. Continue to stay safe, everybody." Ali Abdelaziz, in a recent interview with Brett Okamoto, speaks on why the UFC booked Kamaru Usman vs Gilbert Burns.
"I got nothing against Jorge Masvidal, personally. I think he's a great fighter. He's bringing a lot of excitement to the division. You know, he have a good team doing his deals and doing all the stuff like that. But in a way, Kamaru Usman was ready to fight April 18. I have nobody to fight him. Kamaru Usman was ready to fight May 9. Kamaru Usman today, when he weighed 183, right? Kamaru, May 9, he needed a fight. Nobody to fight him. June 6, I have nobody to fight him. You have to understand, what do you think I want to fight? Kamaru Usman versus Masvidal or Gilbert Burns? They are teammates, they're like brothers, and it's so close to home, right? You know, but let's talk about Gilbert Burns for a moment. I see a lot of people on the internet talk. Anyway, if you have double-digit losses, we shouldn't even be talking about title shot or who should fight for the title. Straight up, I don't care who you are, who friend, not friend, I don't give a. Number one, Gilbert Burns have knocked out Demian Maia, who beat Masvidal. That's number one. Number two, Tyron Woodley claimed he's the greatest welterweight all the time. I don't agree, but say he is, right? Gilbert Burns owned him for 5 rounds, right? 50-44. And he was the number 1 ranked guy, right? Gilbert now become number 1. Who the f are you to tell me Masvidal is the number 1, ring guy? Let's be real. He's the number 3 contender. He's the biggest payday. Hey, he's the most. Sure. He's gonna make Kamaru the most money. I'm being real, Yeah. But I can't take him from his hand, hate to fight. But did he deserve more money? I think all fighters deserve more money. I think all of us deserve more money. Hey, if fighter more money, I'll be making a lot more money too. But in a way, don't tell me I'm doing this. Listen, Kamaru just did a new deal.
With Kamaru Usman set to defend his UFC welterweight title against his teammate Gilbert Burns at UFC 251, the head coach Henry Hooft posted this on his Twitter saying, "Work is done last 8 years. It will be bittersweet and I won't be there, but both guys know what to do."
Alright guys, one of my favorite combinations, alright? I bent the jab, come back to the right hand, and left hook to the body. Alright? So, always moving your head. Alright? And that comes with the left hook over here too.
And Jemaine Sterling on the UFC Unfiltered podcast speaks on his preparation with his fight with Corey Sandhagen.
Dude, I tell you what, man, I had restless nights just dreaming about the fight, how many different ways it could go. Just listening to his interviews and some stuff and the way he was talking and saying, he's world class, but he's a notch above. He's like, but I'm just a notch above that. Very cool, calm, collected demeanor. And it makes it very believable, obviously with his body work. So there was some not doubt, but definitely some worry about certain positions. Would I be able to close the distance? Will I be able to avoid the strike and getting inside? Will I run into a knee with his height advantage? Is his grappling as good as it looks like in terms of the scrambling? Can he out-scramble me? Those type of questions. And I had restless nights, and at the end of the day, I think it was fight day. And as I was after we finished the morning shakeout, I get back to the room, shower up, I look in the mirror and I just go, why can't you finish this guy in the first round? You do it with everybody else. When you get on people's backs, you're a nightmare. I'm like, dude, you just go out there, be aware of what he's throwing at you, cut him off, inch your way in, you take him down and just sell out. And there's no way he's gonna be able to keep up with you, especially if you get to his back, because he gives up his back a lot. And sure enough, he did that again. I climbed his back and I was like, dude, I could not have imagined that it would have played out exactly like
so perfect, yeah.
Visualized it right before, taking that bus ride over to the arena. And I was like, this is insane. You really speak about visualization. And I'm a true believer in that. But to do it a couple hours before the fight was like, I made up my mind then, like, you know what? I'm just going to go after it. If I get the takedown, great. If I don't, just keep shooting. I pressure this guy. All I need is one takedown. Get one takedown, that fight's pretty much over. No, I didn't think about transitioning. I thought I had him pretty dead to rights. He set up the first time and he tried to make the adjustments that Brian Caraway made, grabbing the figure four lock and getting his knee underneath it, so I start sliding up his back and falling off. And I denied that. I stomped my foot to the ground, and then I snatched him back up in some scorpion. Get over here! Pulled him back into the death grip, and I went from the face cramp and I transitioned to the other side. I swung underneath, and Jason Rao and I were just drilling that as a refresher, and I was working it on both sides. And this is the first time I ever hit, I think, a submission on a high-level guy on the left with from a rear naked choke position. So I was actually very proud about that, because normally I always get the righty. He defended it well with the face crank. I tried to go palm to palm, he stopped it. He 2-on-1, he fought the legs, he made the adjustments, he sat up, I pulled him back. But once I swung across and I got the hand across, I posted on the elbow. He, for a split second, let his hands touch the mat, and I sunk it in, and I was like, dude, this is game blouses.
Jon Blachowicz and Robert Golden Robert. Bang. He's amazing guy.
This is for me, Katie?
Yeah, for you.
Thanks.
Yeah, what do you want to name her?
I don't know. And what about for Nina?